So, it's the beginning of April, you spent all winter in a cage, and now you're dying to get out and ride for the first time. Well, here's a few things to consider. First and most importantly is road condition. Like you see here, the road is covered in sand. Super dangerous if I was going to pump it up to full speed. There's salt everywhere, so be aware of it. You don't want to slide out. You also don't want to rush your bike out because you chose to get out and play too early. But something that's not covered often that I think is really important is that the roads change as the frost leaves the ground in the early spring. The road will heave and it'll turn into a whoop section. So like your favorite road of last year might be super dangerous in the early parts of spring. I'll throw some video in here of like a crazy whoop section I came across this morning on my ride. And it's like last year that section of road was like dead flat. Now it's just super dangerous. It'll be fine in May, but it's super dangerous right now. So before you go blasting your best lap time on your first ride, be mindful and, ride the section slow. Figure out what the road's doing now that the frost is coming out and changing everything on you. Now, another really important thing is understanding what's happening to this snow as it evaporates. So, yeah, it's +6. It's beautiful out. It's amazing. I get it. And like if it was beginning of May and there's no snow, +6 would just be this gorgeous riding temperature. But because there's snow everywhere and it's starting to melt, it creates this like crazy cold, wet, low-lying air. And that's where you're going to be riding through. So like the visor is going to fog up more quickly. Your gear is going to get wet, and that wind that you're riding through is going to be really cold. Or the low-lying air is going to be really cold, and you want to be ready for that. So, warm gloves, waterproof jacket, and be sure you've got decent anti-fog on your visor. And keep the vents open as much as possible. I know it'll be a little cold in the face, but keep the vents open because it keeps the fog down. And fog is way more dangerous than having a chilly nose. Now, again, on the topic of gear, you're going out, you might be the first one out in your town on a bike. Please wear high vis. Remind all the cars that there are these like little missiles flying around. Wear the brightest colors you can, because you want to be seen, right? Like these people haven't seen motorcycles in months and months. And like we're hard enough to see on a good day, but early in the season people aren't looking for you as much, so be sure to be seen. Extra, like as much high vis as you can get your hands on for the first couple rides. Do it on a weekend too. Like first ride on a commute, kind of dangerous, so you don't want to be in a hurry because it is cold at this time of year and the road conditions aren't super predictable, so you don't want to be in a hurry. Just play it safe.